streaming. It's not streaming, but it's live. Yeah, you know what I mean. It is 25 to 12 on the Saturday, same Saturday as leaving, whatever day it is. I have no idea what day it is. I should start actually putting things into days. So 29th of November, nearly December, at the start of what's potentially going to be a really mad couple of months, and I'm determined to have some kind of revenue so that I can have a Christmas. I mean, I can get through another Christmas. Just did a lesson, just did a social media lesson training for an hour. I've always wanted to do social media for caravan sites, camping sites, because they're sort of in the middle of the sticks. They don't really do their promotion stuff online as well as they could, and it's really good to get some feedback as to what they do and how they do it and how much time they spend on it, and their budgets that they spend on marketing with other places as well, and how much impact that has. So I can shape courses and content around that, and my brain's now firing as usual, of doing little mini courses and promotion over Christmas for their sort of Christmas fairs and things like that. So quite excited about that, hoping that if I do get this job, that I do have some time to help them out and be up at the campsite when all that stuff's happening, because it'd be good to be around that. Bit of change of scenery and take my mind off things and focus a little bit better. Mainly because it'll give me some headspace to work on my courses. If I can get my courses up and running and out there and start selling, then I could start to bring in some revenue, which will help me do things. That's the most important thing. I know I've got all this talent and skill in terms of what I've learned over the last decade. And yes, I might be in the wrong country or wrong city, even town, to be fully utilised, but I have the internet. I can reach out to people. So one of the big key things is to build up my networks, and the biggest one I've got to build up is YouTube. I want to get into that headspace where I've got enough subscribers and enough people watching what I'm doing to bring me in enough steady advertising income per week to pay for a roof over my head, basically. And if I can do that, then everything else is gravy. I can sort of look at food projects, and there's a lot of things that can be done and have to be done. I have to be in this positive frame of mind, because if I go the other way and get all down and depressed about it, nothing will happen, and I'll be just some geek boy with loads of technology walking the streets or sleeping in this thing, which would not be a comfortable thing. That's another thing as well. I've got to have a target. My target is a number of things actually. My big target is upgrading this to get a camper van, so that worst comes to the worst, or money gets hard, or something happens with banking account and I can't get money out, I've got somewhere to crash in. And I'd be gutted to sell the Smart because it's absolutely awesome, but something, like a camper van, T4, T5 would be useful. But obviously the next thing is to find something that's reliable. Yeah. So I really need to go shopping, but I think I'm going to pick up Ella first, and then head to get some. I need to get a jacket. Actually, I'll film that. I'm going to army stores. I need to get a high-vis jacket, and I need to get a set of steel-toed cat boots. Yes. It does feel very full on. All of this stuff. I'm really hoping I get that work on Monday. It's going to be a lot of time, but it's got to be done at least up until Christmas, so that I can have a decent Christmas day. But I'm tidying up this bloody car as well. That's another thing as well. There's so many other things that I really want to do. It's not that I don't have the time, because I do have the time. It's managing my resources better. I'm really bad at times, which I find surprising, that I can have all these digital channels, but then, I guess it's mood. I guess it's being in the right mood to do it. Because I really want to do it. There's things I want to do, laser cut for the car, for the boot. And I was thinking of making these kind of panels for the windows that I can put over the different windows, back of the windows. And just talking about that T5 thing that I was, just before this clip, having the ability to to work on something like that at my own pace. I'm not brilliant at DIY, but I'm sure I'll get better. Looking forward to seeing Bella. I haven't seen her all week. This is what happens every week. Weekend has done for the last year. Well, last 2 or 3 years actually. Mainly I pick up my daughter at weekends. I don't get her for long. A day or so. Mainly a day. And then it's kind of back into the race of survival again. But I kind of want to document it all. I've been not doing video blogging for a couple of years. I lost a lot of my confidence, I think. But after seeing the stuff that I've seen of Nomadic, Fanatic, and his little video camera of him being so happy driving down the motorway and down a freeway, kind of, you know, happy about life and being a good day and having jacks in the car. It's kind of like what me and Ella have been doing for the last year, but I've just not talked about it. I've just not wanted to be that open about it. I always feel that people, you know, want to get in the way. But actually, community is where it's at. I've always been part of. I guess it's because I always thought my community and my people were over in the States. I spent so much time for the last 4 or 5 years in March of every year at South by with all of the people that I love their content and their attitude towards life. There's like this huge concentration of people that I naturally get on with because they're upbeat, want to do stuff people. And I'd rather be around people like that because I'm kind of... otherwise I get energy vampired. I don't know if you've ever heard that expression before, but people kind of vampire the energy off you. Because I run at a very high pace, and I'm a sort of very can-do person, and you know, I can't slow down. I don't want to slow down. I enjoy the frequency that I run at. I'm waffling. I'm making time. I've got Wi-Fi here because I'm outside of Sam's, and she allowed me to be on her Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna do a little bit of digging around and sending some mail. So I will catch you in a bit. Just responding to some messages via GroupMe. It's one of the chat things that I use. I know a lot of people use different ones, but GroupMe is the one I like the most. Started using it at South by Southwest for finding out events and venues and VIPs and things like that. And just me using it now, sending a message to my good friend in Nottingham, kind of having that virtual connection is awesome because I kind of need it. But I was just thinking it'd be awesome to suggest to maybe 10 or 15 bloggers, video bloggers or RV digital nomads to be in a group as well, so that we can send little pictures and mini videos and collaborating on bigger videos so that we get more cross promotion from each other. I don't know if they'll be up for it because they might be very protective of their audience, but I think it'd be awesome to have like this global network of digital nomads that are talking about their lives, kind of like it was when I was a video blogger back in 2004, 2005. There was a 100-strong group of video bloggers, mainly in the States and the UK and a few further afield than that, maybe 4 or 5 countries, not global. But we were the first 100 video bloggers in that Yahoo group who were citizen journalists talking about our lives, and I'd love to get back to that because there's nothing more empowering that if you're a single person or very solitary in terms of being a creative, who do you have people to talk to? You know, you can sort of message people on different social networks these days and send them a video and hope for a reply back, but actually having, you know, a virtual community of people who've got your back and can see what you're going through is kind of vital. And I forgot all about it. I lost all of that. I wasn't part of it. And I guess that's the reason why I've not kind of been a brand advocate for a lot of technology companies, because I've not been visible, really. I kind of wanted to deal with all the stuff that I went through myself and try and pick it apart as to my weaknesses and the good stuff that I'm good at and the bad stuff that I'm really bad at, and pick it apart. But I'm gonna set up a GroupMe group, I think, for digital nomads and see if I can get a few of those people on YouTube that I follow. See if I can get Eric and who's the other guy that I watch? The free, keep on reckoning the free world. Can't think of his name. Life in an RV, but yeah, there's a few of them. Anyway, I'm going to send a message now, see if I can get Ella. So, yeah. Ella's in the car. Ella's in the car. You can say hello.
Hello.
Hello, internet.